a gente vai levando, né, Ana Maria? É isso a vida.
Vai.
Não tem jeito, vamos em frente.
Vai.
Vai.
Eu não diria que nós passamos por coisas piores, mas já passamos por muito, né?
Muitas ruins, e essa é uma das piores, né, Ana Maria? Oxe, mas você sabe que ontem a gente estava na live e ele falou, a Ana Maria está aqui trabalhando em outra coisa. Eu falei, lógico, ninguém mais para de trabalhar, trabalha com uma coisa, trabalha com outra coisa, você não para, né? Eu acho que a gente está trabalhando bem mais do que trabalhava antes, porque agora tem mais live que você não assistiria antes, que agora você vai dar uma olhada nas pessoas, vai conversar um pouquinho, né? E aí, estamos aqui, graças a Deus.
E todo mundo acha que, como você está em casa, você está disponível, então...
Isso? É isso mesmo. Mas está tudo bem, né? Graças a Deus. Vamos ver. O que está acontecendo aí? Está dando algum problema?
Acho que o Zé não está conseguindo entrar. Entrou. Está escrito em YouTube.
Está escrito live on YouTube. Mas nós duas estamos aqui, nós duas inteirinhas, como é que é isso? Agora eu não estou entendendo.
Mas a gente não entrou pelo YouTube, né? Nós entramos
pelo Zoom. Que foi o que ele mandou para a gente, pelo menos foi o que eu entrei, porque estava esse negocinho aqui, não é isso?
Isso.
Então.
Não, o que aconteceu é o seguinte, nós deveríamos transmitir também no YouTube, mas está dando um probleminha lá para a transmissão.
Está transmitindo, Zé Luiz, está transmitindo.
Não no local que tinha anunciado, mas não faz mal. Não tem problema, as pessoas vão assistir no local que for possível, né?
Está transmitindo, Zé. Eu estou vendo no computador.
Eu sei, Márcia, mas não é no lugar que estava anunciado.
Entendi.
Eu tinha uma transmissão personalizada que já ia para um lugar previsto. Não faz mal, não faz mal.
Ok.
Bom, vamos embora. Então, welcome everybody. I would like to say that it's a great pleasure to be together this afternoon. We have a new book. I don't know if everybody has already seen the book. I'm going to show to you. Just a minute.
I'm going to close the door.
Just a minute. Okay. Everybody seen the book? Is everybody seen the book, please?
Yes.
Sim, José Luiz, sim.
Yes, okay. So this is our cover. So our ROTAS, MAPAS e Intercâmbios da História da Ciência, organizado por mim, pela Ana, pela Márcia, pela Silvia, que está em Israel, pela Luciana, que agora não está conosco. Mas eu queria primeiro, antes de mais nada, I would like to say thank you very much to my team of Eduque, editora da PUC. We have been working to have the book ready even during this pandemic, and I'm very glad with the result. We will have in a few weeks, I hope, the press edition, the paper edition, and everybody will receive the book at home. I would like to also say thank you to Gustavo Castro Duarte, my student, PhD student, who produced our beautiful cover. And I would like to say thank you to PUC, to our university. And as you remember, our meeting took place in Casa das Rosas, in Avenida Paulista. So I'd like to say thank you to all the team of Casa das Rosas. And we have the support of FAPESP, our institution of the government of São Paulo. We have the support in Casa das Rosas of Mexico. And I'm very glad that Luis Geraldo is here with us. So Luis Geraldo, please, you're going to be the first to say some words. You can speak either in English or in Spanish or Portuguese. Very welcome.
Well, thank you so much to you, Joseph, and to all the team for this opportunity. Muito obrigado por me permitir estar aqui com vocês nesta tarde. We appreciate a lot this opportunity to interact with all of you. And we, first of all, nós gostaríamos muito de parabenizar a equipe da PUC, encabeçada aqui pelo professor Golfarbi, pela professora Ana Maria Alfonso Golfarbi, para a professora Márcia Ferraz, e a Silvia, a Luciana, que o professor Golfarbi já falou delas. E, desde logo, também nós gostaríamos de agradecer a magnífica reitora, a professora doutora Maria Amália Pivandei, que permitiu esta parceria, e ficamos muito felizes. We are very happy on behalf of the government of Mexico, on behalf of the Mexican Consulate here in Sao Paulo, to have this opportunity to interact, to have this dialogue. Above all, nós estamos muito...
Alô? Olá! Tudo que você...
Espera um pouquinho, gente. O que está acontecendo aqui? Só um minutinho. Alguém abriu o telefone. Eu vou desativar o som. Ok. Ok, Luiz. Please.
Obrigado, José. Nós agradecemos muito a PUC pela oportunidade que no momento deu para criar esta parceria com o apoio da magnífica reitora, de todos vocês. Eu me lembro daquele evento bonito que a gente teve aí na Casa das Rosas e ficamos muito felizes que está tendo esta continuidade. Então, achamos que agora com estas ferramentas que esta nova realidade está dando aqui para a gente, temos a oportunidade em tempo real de ter este diálogo, que pesquisadores dos 4 cantos do mundo estejam reunidos e conversando sobre temas que talvez mais agora que antes vai ter mais importância. Neste tempo que é chamado de pós-Covid, achamos que a cooperação em todas suas facetas, em todas suas formas, vai tomar uma importância ainda maior. O papel de todos vocês, de todas as instituições que vocês representam, vai ter uma presença ainda maior em nossas vidas. Então, estamos certos que iniciativas desta natureza vão gerar um fruto muito bom. E, por favor, sempre considerem a gente, seja nos níveis do nosso país, seja nossas instituições, nossos pesquisadores, muitos deles que certamente são bons amigos, amigas de vocês, sempre considerem eles presentes aí para participar nestas iniciativas. Não me resta mais que desejar a todos vocês all the best, all the success in this dialogue. And what we can guarantee next time is to put, when we be together at the middle of the table, a bottle of tequila, maybe 2 bottles, to say cheers and success to all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Luiz. Muchas gracias. A tequila já está, a Sônia aqui, a minha secretária, né? Nossa assistente, produtora, já anotou, o Ronaldo já até ficou animado, nem para quieto. Mas a gente, de fato, we all want to be together, maybe in Casa das Rosas again, sometime, to have a very nice event again, and with a wonderful tequila from Mexico. Luis, your partnership with us is very important, and we do want to keep this relation for more and more events, right? I'm going to put back the book. Let me put the book here. Okay, just a minute. Okay, everybody's seen the book, right?
Yes.
So I have to tell you that we have a very interesting prefacio of the book. It was done by our professor Lucia Santaella in the Catholic University. And I would like to make a comment about this preface that I think is very important for the moment we are living. No? Sonia, correct me, but I think that Lucia gave to us these words, this preface, just few weeks before we start with all this new situation, all this problematic health and political situation. And as you'll be able to see in the book, she stressed that our book, our work, and the general work in the history of science become much more important in nowadays, because we are really facing a situation where science is in Berlin. Science is under attack, right? Our president in Brazil, as you know, didn't really took too much in consideration the scientific recommendation, the scientific research about COVID-19. And I think our book, we thought in the beginning, wow, it's not that much relate with our subject. But now that we are here presenting the book in this situation, reading again this morning, I realized that Lucia was she really make a very good point. So if we have good research on the history of science, we have something to present, to propose, to interfere in the new reality we are going to face now and in the future, right? I think we are in a very special moment in our society. And I will propose that at certain moment here, I would like to receive some contributions from you authors and organizers about this new situation we are facing. What is the position, the proposal we can present from the history of science point of view in a world where here in Brazil we have terraplanistas. How do you say this in English? People that believe that the earth is
flat earth.
Flat earth, right? It's not secondary or something that we should not really care. It's serious. No, it's a new position that grows in our population. We have people in the government, and I would like to know if you guys have anything to say about this moment for the science and the history of science. So that was the beginning of my presentation. I would like to show to you all the articles that we have in the book. Most of you already know. Okay, so here we have the 8 contributions. Hasok, that could not come. Vera, that's here. Selena is here. Vera again, it's here. George is here. Carlos Artur couldn't come. And our Mexican friends couldn't come. Paulo is here with us as well. So that was my presentation. To say again, thank you very, very much to all my team, all from Duque, Valdir, Ronaldo, Gabriel, and Sonia. Gustavo this time together with the cover. And I will open the microphone to all of you to participate and to give a message, at least to say hello to your friends here.
Somebody has a radio or something. Turn off. So if you could turn off, please.
I removed. It's okay. Everybody's smooth. We don't have the tequila here.
No, I think that's why people we so
shy.
Yeah.
I suggest that we first hear from the organizers.
Why the organizers, Vera?
Well, just say
we have to start from somewhere.
No,
yeah.
José Luis talked for the organizers, so I would only say that I'm very thankful to the people that went on after the meeting. So this is not annals of the meeting, this is something else.
Yeah.
This is to have a special edition for the 20 years of our program. This is also a fight against all the conditions here in Brazil and all the difficult times that we are having with this government and the graduate programs. So we hope this is a tour de force in a way. And in this sense, I'm very, very thankful to all the people, all the colleagues that present their papers here. Most of them very, very interesting. And this is a selection of papers, in truth. And still keeping in mind that glorious moment at Casa das Rosas, with the help of the Mexican consulate, with FAPESP and other people that support. I don't know, maybe Mexico, yes, but the rest wouldn't be able to support our book and our meeting in this moment. So I hope to have in the future more opportunities and maybe a different condition here in Brazil, that at the moment we cannot receive anybody here or go out. So, so this is a hard moment to every one of us. And it's open to people to talk something. Maybe Celina, or maybe Vera, or maybe Vera, or maybe George, or Paulo, if Paulo is able to open his microphone. So please.
Thank you, Ana. Thank you for your always support to our program and our publications. No, it's not the first one with the Eduki. And now Camila is arriving. Celina, how is your work in Argentina? Tell us about ¿Cómo estamos, mujer?
Dinos algo.
Mirando o índice, guardando índice, olhando o índice, el sumario. Carlos Artur no está.
No ha podido venir.
No creo que consiga entrar en algo como el Zoom. Es nuestro gran medievalista, pero no creo que consiga. Sí, fue invitado, sí, pero no creo que consiga.
É muito interessante esse o trabalho. Muito interessante.
¿Algo más, Celina? ¿Quieres hablar un poco sobre este momento y la historia de la ciencia?
Bueno,
Vamos.
gracias. En primer lugar, los felicito por el esfuerzo de esta publicación y por haber llevado 20 años, bueno, que ya son 22, el Centro Simón Matías. También me ha gustado mucho que participáramos varios de los que formamos parte de la red de intercambios para la historia y la epistemología de las ciencias químicas y biológicas, que también tiene sus años y que hemos formado en Portugal en un hermosísimo encuentro en Lisboa. Y me alegra de que estas cosas continúen, como decía José Luis, ¿no? Que es importante que estas cosas, y tú también. Creo que los trabajos que finalmente se publicaron, si no son todos los del encuentro, son un buen muestreo de los temas que se abordaron. Me resulta particularmente interesante el trabajo de Georges Metallier, porque siempre nos aporta una visión diferente de nuestra historia occidental, pero comparable, y nos mueve a la reflexión como historiadores de la ciencia. Merci beaucoup,
Não,
Georges.
não vai fazer.
Não, por que não?
Porque você não está prestando
Desculpa. Esa es la vida en casa. Hay niños.
Bueno,
es normal. Eso es normal.
luego realmente hubiera querido felicitar personalmente a nuestro amigo Carlos Artur, porque también nos trae una visión para reflexionar como historiadores. Los temas que nunca terminamos de reflexionar sobre qué se puede decir de nuevo acerca de una gran figura como Galileo. Pues sí, siempre se puede decir, porque siempre se puede reflexionar sobre el pasado y resignificarlo, darle una significación más completa. Me hubiera gustado mucho que estuviera, pero por intermedio de ustedes le doy un gran abrazo. Hay temas que realmente no son de mi competencia y no podría opinar sobre ellos, pero me parece que es muy importante el trabajo sobre el antiescorbuto, el trabajo de Vera, porque este es un tema que hemos trabajado mucho también en Argentina y en otros, creo que en México también, en países que se han vinculado bastante a las expediciones de la época colonial y han trabajado el problema del escorbuto en las marinas, de modo que me parece muy importante. Y en cuanto a mí, yo quisiera decir solamente que este tema de la farmacia naval me ocupa desde hace años. Espero poder este año publicar el libro con todos los documentos que he conseguido, pero en el encuentro de San Pablo, la intención fue vincular esa historia a un problema que se trató en otros temas, en otros autores, que es el problema de las patentes. Varios de México plantearon ese tema. Yo lo que quería señalar en este trabajo es que en Argentina, desde 1950 en adelante, los laboratorios de la Armada produjeron medicinas gratuitas para todos los soldados. Y luego de los años 60, como si fuera una obra social para todos los familiares. Esto era gratuito. Eran lo que hoy llamaríamos genéricos. En los años 90, con esta ola neoliberal, se consideró que era más conveniente comprarlos al extranjero y se cancelaron todos los laboratorios de la Armada y nunca se volvieron a abrir. pero hace unos 10 años, una ministra de Salud generó la idea de utilizar los laboratorios del Estado, los laboratorios oficiales, para generar medicinas al costo. Lo cual era, en realidad, y esto es la idea de mi trabajo, una reproducción mayornada de la idea, de la vieja idea de los marinos de 1950, 60. No tuvo éxito, a pesar de que la ley salió, luego le quitaron el puesto y el ministro siguiente volvió a las compras carísimas extranjeras. Esto me mueve a reflexionar sobre estos problemas que afrontamos en nuestros países, que tenemos los recursos para producir medicamentos tan necesarios, mucho más baratos, y que por diversas razones, diversos gobiernos de diferentes tendencias políticas, no son todos de la misma tendencia política, terminan entregando una enorme cantidad de dinero que nos hace falta cuando podríamos hacerlo de una manera mucho más económica y lograr cierta autonomía sanitaria. Y ahora, como estamos en esta pandemia, quisiera decir que pasa lo mismo. Por eso felicito a los investigadores de Brasil y a los de Argentina que han estado trabajando para mejorar los test o las terapias, por ejemplo el plasma que se está usando aquí con bastante éxito, en lugar de estar esperando una vacuna carísima, sea de Estados Unidos, de Alemania o de China, cuando nosotros podemos también poner nuestro aporte. Curiosamente encuentro que este trabajo tiene hoy una lectura mucho más amplia que la que en su momento yo le quise dar. Y eso, por eso les agradezco esta publicación, porque en estos momentos en FEPAI estamos publicando un simposio cuyo tema era ciencias ambientales y terminó en un 80% vinculado al problema de la crisis sanitaria. Es nuestro tema. No quería abundar más. Gracias.
Muchas gracias, Celina. Muy importante contribución del libro en los 20 años del programa de São Paulo. Celina, creo que estamos juntos casi desde el principio. Bueno.
Y aprovecho para pasar un aviso. En noviembre, en forma también online, vamos a realizar el 5º Congreso Milenio y Memoria, Museos, Bibliotecas y Archivos para la Historia de la Ciencia. Así que están todos invitados.
Qué bueno. Bueno, ¿quién más quiere? Who else wants to use the microphone?
Jorge, Vera. Jorge?
So first of all, excuse me because I have a sore throat. So can you hear me anyway?
Yeah.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah,
very good. Very welcome, George. Long
Thank
time
you.
I don't see you.
Thank you.
One year we were together.
Already 1 year, yes. Oh, yeah. Time is running very, very quickly. Yeah? Anyway, I would like to thank you to have organized this very hurtful event, and which gives the opportunity to see old friends again, and also reminds me of this. Several times I had the opportunity to come to Sezima and discover the work which is done there and which is always going on. And this book is a proof that the research work is well alive in your university. And it's very important taking into consideration the situation you are living now in Brazil. I think it's very important to be able to fight with our own arms. I mean, so it's research work and publications. So I'm very proud to be in this book actually, and what Selena just said, of course, touched me much. But you realize, she said that I could bring some thing from another area, you know. But for me, it's always very precious to discover what is also done in other parts of the world. And the fact to come to Brazil really was very important for me, and to discover what was being on here in Sesima, and also to have an opening on the Brazil history of science, I think, which was not, of course, my main subject before the meeting. And I'm always very, very pleased to have met some of you for the first time in Belgium. If you not in Belgium, in Leiden.
Liège.
No, it was in Belgium. Yes.
In Belgium, yes, Liège, yes. And I was so glad, you know, that my Chinese colleague was organizing a very boring thing. I told her, I don't understand why you have done that. She told me, if you are not happy, go to another place, you know. And when I see that there was colleagues from Brazil speaking, I went there, and first of all, I was very happy to understand almost everything. I cannot say I can, unfortunately, I cannot speak Portuguese fluently, but I was able to understand, and I discover your work and your center. And after that, the fact that you invite me to come to Brazil was a very, very important thing for me. And there are still some of the former students which were still in contact now, you know, with some of the students I have met in São Paulo. So I would like to thank you very much indeed for what you have done, I would say, for me, and for the work I am going on. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, George. So maybe Vera wants to say something. Her work in this book is really astonishing. I love your paper. You know, I told you in person. So if you could say some words, it would be wonderful.
Thank you very much. I would like to say also the same that George said, that it was a great discovery when I also came to Brazil, and somehow I can never, I feel that my links are become more and more active with Brazil and also Argentina. And I'm very grateful for you that you, during especially these difficult times, managed to do this work, this book, to publish this book. And as I wrote to José Luis, I find that the cover is absolutely, it's one of the best covers I could ever imagine, which is so much to the point and so inventive. And once again, congratulations to your students who managed to do such a cover. And it's such an honor that I could publish my paper in your collection, because it's the first publication of the map, which I accidentally, thanks to your invitation, I absolutely accidentally discovered in Sao Paulo. And it's unfortunately, up to now, it's still not uploaded to the Institute of Brazilian Studies site. But thanks to your publication, it at least became the book, the map became at least known to the scientific community. It's the first publication. It's quite an interesting Japanese map, manuscript map, which can be the one of the pride of the Brazil can be proud to have this quite exquisite map in its collections, this is so I hope that it can be published in color or uploaded in color, but thanks to you, I'm waiting when I will have a PDF version to share it with my colleagues. Many of them are just very impatient to read the book and to have the information about the map. Thank you very much. And thank you for having organized this event. And we are thinking about you and Brazil, and I'm looking for about the news, how Brazil is doing every day. So hope that things will become better as it seems to be in Europe.
Thank you very much, Vera, from Berlin, so far from here. Our Vera from Brazil, please.
Some words, Vera?
Last author.
Yeah, well, first of all, I think I agree with the organizers that it's a great feat to have published this book in a times where Brazil is really not doing very well owing to our current president. Well, regarding my contribution to this collective work, I would like to say that while I was finishing the book chapter, I was going through terrible times because my father was sick, but it helped me. It was a relief to, at the end of the day, after another hard day at the hospital, to continue writing this book chapter. It helped me get through this hardship. Well, very briefly, it deals, a good part of this contribution deals with panaceas, or in English we can say cure-alls. And of course, cure-alls could cure almost all kinds of medicines. I'm sorry, all kinds of sickness. And of course, scurvy was one of them. And it was the first time I worked with the subject of cure-alls. And apparently it's a topic that belongs to the past. But to my surprise, I have come to realize that actually it's quite, they are quite believed in still. Well, usually most cure-alls are laxatives. And believe it or not, here in Brazil, I don't know whether in other countries as well, laxatives have been recommended to cure the pandemic. So this just shows how this apparently long-standing subject, it's still alive. And one can only realize this working on the subject of history of science. That would be all I would have to say for now.
Thank you very much, Vera. Well, I think all the...
Maybe Paulo can open his microphone?
No. He already stated that it's not possible. Yeah, not possible. So I hope Paulo can be with us next time. And I would like to say thank you to everybody to be here. The book is already in ebook, and we will have the printed book soon. And hope to see you here or in Europe sometime next year.
Thank you to all the team of Educ, to all the people that publish, have the kindness of sending interesting papers to be published. And thank you to Puki, thank you to the Mexican consulate, and to everybody that could appear in this early hour of the day. Thank you very much. In the name of the program CESIMA and the organizers of the book.
Paulo sent a message. He would like to say that it's very good to see everybody in this difficult moment. Fortunately, for a good occasion, very pleasure. That's a release of a book. And this is a small gesture, small thing, but very important in favor of civilization at this moment, and with that we should fight the war against barbarity of all forms and all that we can do. He congratulates to everybody that collaborated in the book, and it's an honor to be here with us. I would like to say, oh, Paulo is here, beautiful Paulo, nice to see you. And so very nice to be with you, and hope we have many other books to celebrate together.
Thank you to all.
Thank you.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What a good one.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Very nice.